Mac, let's jump right in, starting with the Dallas Cowboys, who we saw take an embarrassing L yesterday against the LA Chargers, 28-6. Jerry Jones was surprisingly optimistic after that loss, though, B-Mac, saying, quote, "I really do believe in the old San Francisco gold miner." Right before the next pick, the guy that came behind him found it all. So I think you keep going. Here's our Cowboys insider, Mickey Spagnuolo, on the mood around the team.
Well, I think there's a lot of frustration, obviously, when you lose 3 straight after you climb to 5-3, and not only lose 3 straight, but getting beat so badly in the second half, 72-6 over these last 3 games. It's obvious that the players are frustrated. I think the coaching staff's frustrated. And you know what? That's normally what Jerry does. He's very supportive in sort of like a crisis time, and they understand. They still got 3 games to go without Ezekiel Elliott. So I think he was trying to rally the troops. He did it last night after the game, and he did it this morning during his planned radio segment on the flagship station. So that's kind of what Jerry normally does.
B-Mac, here is what the Cowboys have left on their 2017 schedule. Washington at home, go to New York, go to Oakland against the Seahawks at home, and then New Year's Eve day against the Philadelphia Eagles at the Link. What does Jason Garrett have to do in these final 5 games to keep that vote of confidence he just heard from his owner, Jerry Jones?
Nothing. And here's why. When you look at the situation for the Cowboys currently, outside of the distractions of will Ezekiel Elliott be suspended, and now he's finally suspended, he can use that as a crutch, right? We saw in 2015, the Cowboys, they were 4-12. You see it right there on the graphic. Was he under any pressure as far as retaining his services there as the head coach?
I don't think so.
Because why? Tony Romo was out with an injury, right? Mm-hmm. They missed a lot of time from their best offensive player at that time in Tony Romo and could not find a quality replacement. That's basically the same scenario now with Ezekiel Elliott. They're missing their best offensive player, and you don't have the same production when he's not in the lineup. And that could be a big excuse as to why he would not be under fire, as to why Jerry Jones will continue to back him. Because right now, let's keep it real. If you're a Cowboys fan, you see where you are in the playoff picture. If you miss the playoffs, you want to really miss the playoffs because they use that 4-12 year as an opportunity to have a bad season and draft who?
Ezekiel Elliott.
So right now, you're 5-6. You see the wild card picture. It's being attained by the Carolina Panthers and Atlanta Falcons.
Right.
There's a good chance you could probably lose 2 or 3 more ball games before you get Ezekiel Elliott. And even if you do, you have to go flawless. So I'm, from the standpoint of understanding, you take the losses and let's regroup because we believe even if this team gets into the playoffs, are they a Super Bowl caliber team with that defense? I'll say no.
I don't think so either.
So they need to address quite a few issues. So with that being said, he will have vote of confidence regardless what happens this season, in my opinion.
Jason Garrett will be fine like he was in 2015 because there's a legit excuse if you're a Cowboys fan to the struggle.